Haven't slept in a bed in over 2 days, but we made it. Namaste. Boom, touchdown in Kathmandu, Nepal. After arriving in from Hong Kong, we got 2 hours of sleep before we were back at the airport and went to the helipad. The weather was not good enough to take off a plane, so thankfully we had this prearranged heli to get to Lukla, which sits at around 8,000 feet in elevation. The airport in Lukla is considered the most dangerous airport in the entire world, so it was slightly sketchy getting in. But once we touched down safely, after a 25-ish minute ride, we met our guide and porters, and that was awesome. All right, we're resting a little bit in Lukla. We just made it in. And I got some chapati with curry. What'd you guys get? Chapati, butter.
Chapati.
Having some ginger tea. Looking out at the town. Little did we know leaving Lukla that the food quality would decline incrementally every place we went higher up in altitude. But nevertheless, it was such a special time kind of embarking on the journey and being introduced to the foothills of the Himalayas and the way of life out here. As you can see, the yaks, mules, donkeys, they bring in everything. So obviously the porters carry a lot, but what they can't carry, usually food, is what the mules and the yaks carry. So here's lunch stop number 1. It is the glorious momos and the first glorious dal bhat. So these prayer wheels, you're supposed to spin clockwise, but I didn't know that. So the first time I spun it was the wrong way, and a shop owner came outside and yelled at me because it's obviously bad luck. Just woke up.
Good morning.
Had some Indian style breakfast, masala chai, and we're off. So here is day 2. We're leaving Phak Ding. We had the most delicious garlic soup and dinner and stay in Phak Ding. The amenities were just incredible down there. And we took off charging hard onto Namche Bazaar, day 2. So we got some beautiful views in the morning, still slightly smoggy, but it was just awesome. Crossing the bridges, coming across small towns for lunch was always a highlight. This was the stir-fry noodle with usually always a ginger or mint tea. And here is the acclaimed Hillary Bridge. It is so high up, the camera cannot capture the steepness here. And speaking about steepness, the ascent after this was just nuts, probably 2,000, 3,000 feet straight up. Then we got rewarded with this entrance into Namche. Namche is just buzzing, so full of life, and such a refreshing bit of humanity in the mountains. Day 3, we started it at the Sagarmatha National Park Museum. See Tenzing Norgay there, one of the first 2 people to ever summit Everest with Edmund Hillary. Then we made our way to the Everest View Hotel. This is supposed to be the first spot that you can catch a glimpse of Everest, but I think it was just Lhotse and Nutse in the view. So apparently people helicopter in here, literally just have a meal or stay the night and then go, which I think is pretty funny. So we made the trek over to Kumjung and checked out the Kumjung Monastery. This town was so quiet and really just a special treat and highlight of the trip. It was really one of the first times I've been in a true monastery. So checking that out and having some time, just some silent time, was something that I'll never forget. After Kumjung, we made our way back to Namche and were delighted by all that the town had to offer. There's this place called the Yeti Bar that plays a movie every day at 3 p.m. So we watched Into Thin Air with these friends we made on the trip. Had some delicious popcorn at the movie, and then we're ready to say goodnight Namche, and stay tuned for the trek from Namche to Dole coming up.